everybody. Welcome back, English learners. I look forward to teaching you some new things. And this video is actually going to be in response to a question that I received, which is a very important question. We did talk briefly about the ED sound. The ED sound is a sound that we put at the end of the verb, the ED. For example, if we have laugh, we put ED at the end to have laughed. So that's just to give you an explanation quickly of a recap of what we're going to go over. All right, so there were the three sounds, if you recall: the T sound, the D sound, and the id sound. I actually prefer to start with the id sound because I think that is the easiest one to understand, and then we can go to the harder ones, the T and the D sound. But really, when you're looking at the verbs and putting them in the past and how to pronounce them, you're looking at the end sound or letters of the verb. So remember, you're looking at the end of the verb. What letter or sound is there? So for example, like I said, the id sound is the easiest one because at the end we hear a T or a D. So for example, if I say plant, we hear the T sound. So then that is the only time that we add an extra syllable. The id is like the extra syllable. So we say planted with a T sound, then we have tid, and we hear the id sound. Or want, the T sound, wanted. Do you hear how we add that extra syllable, but only for the id sounds? And we hear want has a T sound at the end, so we say wanted. Then when we say need, we needed a stapler. Need, it ends in a D sound. Needed. And then let's say one that ends in a D sound but not in the letter D. For example, divide. To divide something. So then it ends in E, then we just add the D. And it's divided. Because when we say divide, we have the D sound, divided. So we hear how we add that id when we have the T or D letter or sound. So then when we talk about the T or D sound with the ED, that's when we really need to pay attention to the end of the verb. Now this is where we need to talk about voiced and voiceless sounds. And I know that sounds so confusing, but we're going to do our best. So with the T sound, like if we say pushed, the sh sound is actually a voiceless sound. So we're going to talk about voiced and voiceless sounds. With voiced sounds, we feel a vibration. With voiceless, no, we don't feel any vibration. So with the T sound, it's voiceless. Now let's go over some words so it's not super confusing. But let's say we fixed the car. How about if we just say fix? Put your fingers here, fix. We don't feel a vibration with the X sound. Fix. Voiceless, no vibration. So that is when we put the T. Fixed. Fixed. Or like push. Say the word push. Say it again with your fingers here. Push. We don't feel a vibration, so it's voiceless. So we say pushed. Pushed. There's no vibration. And then, who here loves to dance? I love to dance. Do you love to dance? Well, now we're just talking about the verb dance. Dance. At the end of the verb, that's what we're looking at right now. It's the end of the verb, the sound. Dance, the C, or at the end, we don't feel a vibration. Dance. So I danced all night. That was in my younger days, but I danced. So st. We might hear vibration before that in the word dance, but st. We don't feel a vibration. Now keep your fingers here and try look. Look. If I say look, the k. No vibration. So it's look. But the K sound does not make a vibration. And then of course we wash dishes, we wash the windows, always so much fun. But wash, we see the SH again. Wash, washed, washed. You see how there's no vibration. Oh, feel how there's no vibration. Wash. Let's see, we watched TV. We looked at the movie. Watch. No vibration. Watched and looked. We have the k again. Looked. Okay, so I hope that helped. We have a few words that we can talk about. So there's fixed, danced, helped, looked, watched. But practice with your fingers here so you could feel that sound. It's the sound at the end of the verb. Voice or voiceless. So remember with the T, we do not add an extra syllable. Remember that. We do not say fixed the car. I fixed the car. I watched the children. Not I watched the children. So we hear that we do not add another syllable like we did with the id. Now let's move on to the D sound. That's when we have voiced sounds at the end of the verb. All right, so that's when we do feel the vibration. So if I say I cleaned, just try that N sound. You feel a vibration, like a buzzing. Okay, so I cleaned the house. Cleaned. We feel the vibration. And then how about follow? Follow. Say low. When we say that low, we feel that vibration with that W. Followed. So that's when we add that D sound with that voiced sound, that vibration we feel here. And then how about loved? Loved. Loved. With the V, we feel the vibration. Loved. So then how about use? Use. Because the S sounds like a Z, you feel the vibrations. A little buzzing in your throat. Used. Used. I used a tissue after I sneezed. And how about damaged? Yes, I damaged the book when I spilled the liquid. It damaged the book. Damaged. With that sound, we feel the vibration. Damaged. You feel that? That is voiced. So then we have the D sound, damaged. When we say pushed, is sh, voiced or unvoiced? When we have pushed, we have that T sound, and we don't feel the vibration with the sh. And then hold. Ooh, you feel that vibration. Hold. So we have that D sound for hold. And then follow. Do you feel the W? Low. Remember, we feel the vibration. It may take some time to practice with that, and unfortunately, if we can't figure it out that way, we might just have to memorize everything, which might be a little difficult, but I know you can do it by recognizing the sound at the end of the verb. Is it voiced? Is it unvoiced? And then for the id, is it a T sound at the end, or is it a D sound? Then we'll have the id. Divided, needed, wanted. Yes, we don't normally speak like that, but just an elaboration. For example, I wanted a cookie. Practice listening at the end of the verb. What sound do you hear? What do you feel? All right, so let me know how that works for you. I really hope it helps, and thank you for listening to me. English with Dre. Come and listen some more. I hope I can help you out with improving your English and your understanding and making you feel more comfortable in your new home. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.